Hello, welcome to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you how I make this cute art journal book or junk journal or glue book or whatever you want to call it. It's your own book or my own book anyway. So I'm gonna gather some different papers, and I love using old book pages, and I love using old encyclopedia papers, and also I like to use envelopes that I have maybe messed up a bit by. I often use my envelopes to protect my art journal when I'm working in it. So I end up with a lot of messy envelopes, and I like to use them for pages like you see here in my art journal books or junk journals or whatever you want to call it again. And this time I'm using my homemade washi for this. So I'm just adding them together, the envelopes, with the help of either washes or painter's tape or whatever, just to stick them together. So here are another set of envelopes and another homemade washi here. And I was thinking, why not use it now, finally. So this is how I make my signatures. This is coffee dyed paper, and there are some crumbled papers, but I like that. I know some people make really beautiful junk journals using only vintage cute papers, but I want to use papers that are junk also, for me anyway. So not every paper is pretty, but you can always, alter them if you want to. So these are some papers that I had in in a kind of a book that I don't use. So I'm just ripping them out and adding them in my junk journal. And here I use painter's tape to add it. And it doesn't matter if they're not exactly the same sizes. That's not that important. But now I'm making my signatures, and I'm choosing different papers, and I'm going for 4 papers each in each signature. So just kind of random. I put them together, 4 and 4 here, and I'm gonna sew them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was thinking just to be lazy and just do another technique that's easier, but I want to sew. Sew, is that the right word? Yeah. So here I'm gonna make the cover, and it's old cardboard that I just cut up. I love using my old packaging or cardboard to use them for making my own books or journals. And I was thinking I want to make another journal with kind of a window in the front. I have made one before that I really like. So I'm just cutting out the window here, and my measurements are kind of, I'm not that accurate, but I'm trying to make it somewhat even here. And I'm gonna paint it black, just as I did with my other window book, because I like that. And I'm a bit messy when I create, you know that if you have watched my videos before. and don't really think beforehand. But yeah, I have to clean up this cutting mat a bit, because why am I painting on it? I don't know. Yeah, it's just me. So I'm choosing a paper that's better for background when I'm painting. And maybe sometime this paper will, yeah, maybe it will be in another junk journal book. Eventually end up there. So I'm going to choose some vintage pictures that I had. I've bought them from, it's a Swedish brand actually called Reprint. So yeah. And of course I'm too impatient to wait for the black paint to dry. So I end up with a bit of smudge on the papers, on the photos, but it's okay, I guess. It's just how I am. So I'm just gluing them on, and I'm happy with it. I'm just gonna make put a paper on the back side of the window or the cover, because it's not really pretty. So I found some papers from Prima Marketing that I want to use. So I'm just gonna glue it on the back. Yeah, like so. And of course the back back cover needs another paper also. I often find that I save my pretty papers maybe too much, so I was really adamant on using them today, because you can always get new ones, you know. It's no point in saving everything. So just some fine detail. Yeah, so I'm gonna make the spine, and I'm gonna use some fabric to glue the covers together. And I'm not very thorough. I'm not very precise when I work, as I said before, but I'm just trying to get it somewhat even here. And that pen didn't work, so I have to do it again. So I'm just gonna glue it to the spine. And of course the fabric will cover a bit of my window, but that is just as expected, of course. So I'm adding it just with a slight space, so I can just, you know, so you're able to open the book. And I like that. And I could have put some fabric inside also, but I didn't. I like to have it a bit, you know, raw or something, I don't know. And for some sewing here. So now I'm gonna sew the signatures into the book cover. I'm using embroidery thread here. It's kind of thick, but I want it sturdy. So I'm just gonna show you one of the signatures, how I sew it in, because it's yeah, I don't have to show how I make all 5 of them, or how I attach all 5 of them, I guess. So I'm just tying it together, and now I have sewn in all 5 of them. And I think it's perfect. And this is the outcome, of course. I'm just making some final adjustments. And now I'm gonna add some pearls or beads to the threads hanging down from the spine. Yeah, but it's a quite tedious or tedious to watch maybe process, so I'm not going to show everything I do. I'm just using a needle and adding some different pearls and elements and charms. So I want some danglies to hang from the spine. And I have a lot of jewelry material because I have made a lot of jewelry before. So I have way too much actually. I spent a day last week just sorting or trying to get some order amongst my pearls or my jewelry materials. So it took some time to try to sort it and make it easier to actually use it. So that was tedious. And I'm gonna use some I don't know what you call those. I think they are for jewelry, for attaching your lock, or whatever you call it, I got the idea from Anna Alethea's journal, my friend. She sent me a lovely journal, and she had attached these metallic things in order to lock the book, kind of. So I'm going to use it with threads, embroidery thread again, and you just squeeze it on with your tool, and then it's kind of done, but I'm not really happy about it because it will be really messy with all those threads. So I'm deciding to braid them together to make it easier to handle it, actually, to handle them. Otherwise I know it will be a hassle to use. So now I have braided the threads and I have the danglies, and it's almost done. And I just want to add some corners, metallic corners to the book, and then it's done. And I'm really happy about this one. I have made a few, but I think this is my favorite actually. I'm really happy how it turned out. So thank you for watching today, and I hope you could follow my process somewhat. And if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. So stay safe and take care. Bye.